What's up, everybody? This is Christina.
Yeah, I'm in Mississippi. Yes, I really do. And I miss getting out with all my friends, especially you. What miss getting high with all my friends, especially you.
My name's Josh Avonmark, and we got some great things planned for you at the Rival this year. I want to let you know it is a 3-day music and art festival starting Thursday, October 20th, and going that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We hope you come out. We have day passes available. There's weekend passes available, 2-day passes available. We have camping. We have RV spots. We have games for the kids. We have a rotating daycare center. It's a communal event to support our local artists, and look forward to seeing you there. So you come, you check in. We have a great volunteer group there at the gate that will welcome you. Your RV spot is set up with electricity and water. From there, you've got almost 72 hours to explore all of Elks Lake Music Park. There are different vendors on site that will be selling not only music festival related stuff, but clothing, different jewelry. We have a massage therapist that's there most of the time. It's cool to go check her out. And it really is more than just a music festival. Yeah, the lineup's fantastic, but we have beer on sale this year on site. It's the first time we do that. So if you want to buy the wristband, you can leave the beer at home, not have to worry about bringing ice as well. Save space with your coolers. Otherwise, bring what you'd like. It is a family event. We do remind everybody of that. There's no pets. That's a big one. Even though I'm a big dog lover, we have to leave those at home. Other than that, we hope everybody comes out, enjoy some good music. So if Chris and Allison Puckett are the parents of it, I'm kind of the god uncle. I was around where COVID first broke out. Chris calls me up about 3 weeks into it, and he says, "Hey, I'm bored." I said, "Me too." He said, "I'm drinking a beer behind my office in downtown Hattiesburg." So went and met him. About the second time we did that, I broke out a speaker. And the way his alley is set up, the acoustics of it are really cool. And that speaker sounded really good. And Chris said, "I miss live music." I said, "I do too." And for him, it's always been a huge part of his life, Allie as well. The fact that the two of them created a music festival is zero surprise, as much as ingrained in both of them. And that was the beginnings of it. Chris and Allie meted it out and funded it. The artists have been the easiest part of the whole equation because they were so hungry to get back into it. You know, they were literally starving themselves. But every year, every festival, this is our 5th one, that's getting the artists lined up has been the easiest part of the whole event. They're ready to be around the crowd, you know. And I tell them and other people too, if the artist is up on stage and they're dressed out and they're playing their heart out and nobody's there, well, that's called rehearsal, right? I mean, that's practice. It's not an event until there's a person there, until there's so the crowd plays such a huge part of that. And that's what has been a big draw for me is Chris and Allie at heart. That was always their purpose. How do we bring this to the people? How do we make something everybody will appreciate and have that communal, there's a lot of us that we use the pronoun we when we're talking about this event, and it's not we, it's Chris and Allie, but they've made us feel like it's a part of us as well. So to watch it grow into what it's become has been a neat journey too. Chris very early on used the word organic, and that's been. It sounds so poetic and ephemeral, but it really is something that is tangible with us. That word organic and being the central focus of things and being the catalyst through which all this has grown. We've literally watched different bands have formed because of these events. There's different groups have come in, and around 1 a.m. when things have shut down. Oh, here's the cool part. Here's why you want to come. The campfires after the festival, when you get about 4 or 5 different bands that sit around, and now it's all acoustic. Yeah, that's worth the price of admission right there. But you want to make sure you're spending the night if you're there for that, because this is late now. But watching different groups form and then go out and travel and be successful. Not that I feel like we have any, but that atmosphere was created, and that's something I think Chris and Allie, you know, it's now a perpetual thing. It's not just a one-off, which is what we were really afraid of in the beginning. But the Puckett said too, you know, we're willing to spend X amount of dollars to throw a party for our friends for 3 days, and it was a really cool party. And now we're becoming self-sustaining. We're picking up corporate sponsorship. Thank all of the sponsors that have chipped in. That's been a huge help, and has really kept this going. And now it's allowed us to bring in, the lineup's just gotten stronger every year. Not, if you throw me in the mix with the Pucketts, you've got 2 retired teachers and a chiropractor trying to figure this out, right? And we were never going to hang our name on something that wasn't going to project something that was pure. Something I wouldn't want my kids or grandkids at. And while you want to create that environment for everyone to have that safe space, you still want everybody to have their fun as well, you know, to be able to come and let your hair down for a little bit and not be judged for that. But again, I go back to who Chris and Allison are as people. And if you know them, it's no surprise that the event is that safe space. It's 2 of the most loving, giving, honest, genuine human beings, and that has just manifested itself through, you know, the people they surround themselves with, and that, listen, you know, you believe in karma, whatever, the energy we get off, it comes back to you. You know, that's a real thing, and so the Pucketts produce a good vibe, and we've seen that just grow and expound. So again, we just want to remind everyone there's still 1-day passes available, 2 days, or you can join us for all 3. Of course, we'd love to see you for all 3 days, but anytime you can come spend with us at the Elks Lake Music Venue. And special thanks to the Elks Lake Lodge for allowing us to use that venue. Beautiful spot. Again, RV spots are still available. We've got camping still available if you want to bring your tent. Some people come and sleep in the back of their truck. We don't care. We just want to see you there and having a good time. We've got some big names coming this year. Honey Island Swamp Band. They are nationally known, internationally have traveled, and they're coming to Hattiesburg, Mississippi to play just for us. Iceman Special out of New Orleans. Mike Duson's coming back with us. Of course, a bunch of your local favorites too, like Mississippi Shakedown, the Royal Horses, many, many more. So we hope you come out that Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
This is Family Priorities.
Here I am, I'm against his hand. Yeah, my cousin crazy as fuck, and the other one like doing drugs. And here I am, and I understand. Yeah, I ain't got no family. Yeah, y'all can check my tree. It's just my daddy and me. I know ain't nobody gonna tell about the stories I've gotta share, all the ideas I wanna share. Yeah, y'all went and took my money when I was just young and hungry. But Ain't nobody gonna ruin my plan, 'cause here I am, just a boy trying to be a man, and here I am. Ain't nobody gonna ruin my plan, 'cause here I am, just a boy trying to be a man, 'cause I ain't got no family. Yeah, y'all can check the tree. It's just my daddy and me.
What's up, y'all? That's Fat Baby, and we are the Mississippi Shakedown. I'm Chad. That's Kyle over there.
What's up, y'all?
And we are happy to be here. Originally, years ago, I guess it's been about 13 years I've been at it with Shakedown and a few different drummers over the years, but it's always just kind of been like a groove music kind of thing, and it's always been two-piece, real, blues heavy kind of stuff. We've just had a blast, but the past couple of weeks, I've teamed up with this guy, and we're really starting to add the, I think, lyrical content, and we've always been looking for a front man. We're just waiting for the right one. So I didn't know it was going to be Fat Baby. But it's actually only like our second week of shows. So
it's one of those crazy things. You mix two kinds of music, and it works out so well that it makes its own. I feel like that's where it's going. It's a beautiful thing.
What's up, y'all? I am Fat Baby. Yeah, man, I've been writing songs about 6 months, 7, 8 months now. Went to open mic, met this dude, became real good friends with this guy, doing our little podcast we do. And yeah, man, I love what they did, just him and his drummer. And when he approached me asking about, originally I was going to help him write songs, what I thought, and then he was like, well, you just want to be in the band? I never even planned on being in the band, and when he asked, I was like, yeah. So it's, so far, man, it's great. It's great chemistry and everything. Yeah, it's like almost like a little
Very
party
much so.
every time we play together. And I'm glad Kyle's getting to be a part of it. He's only been playing bass, for 2 weeks now?
2 weeks.
And he's a natural, man. He's great at it.
I've been playing guitar for about 12 years and doing my own little thing with solo music. I'm Kyle Bradley, by the way. I got my own little music thing going on and everything, but I never once picked a bass guitar up until very recently. Chad kind of found that gem, and I learned a little bit about it and kind of just ran with it. And it feels more natural than playing the guitar, so all you bass players out there, I totally get it now. Like, I get it.
He's coming for you.
I'm coming for you, yeah.
I think it seemed like the Homegrown revival came at a time where a lot of local venues were hurting and going out of business.
It's like the pandemic.
A lot of musicians just didn't quite know where their next move was, and so it seemed like that was sort of like the getting us out of all that. And I don't know if Chris and Allison and their partners had planned on it being an annual thing, but it was just something that several music lovers like them had put together with a lot of local bands. And,
it's a huge family out there.
We were just lucky
it's
enough
awesome.
to get invited, and folks like Kyle have always helped them over the years.
I've been working with them every year with it, and man, two of the greatest people in the world. We love the Pucketts, and it's usually the first night everybody's getting laid, getting situated in the campers, trying to get their stuff parked and their tents popped and all this fun stuff. And then the second night, which is Saturday night, is my favorite. No bars hold. It's fun. We've had a couple cold ones. We've had a couple hot ones. But you never stop hearing music. You never stop having a good time. It's all these venues. I mean, there's always something to do. It's incredible.
And it seems
so
like they've
glad to be a part of
too,
it.
like a lot more out-of-town bands are coming through
Yeah.
and taking a part of it, and just helping us all. Kind of this whole music scene's a big part of it. Is socializing with everybody, with the venues and other musicians and folks.
It's like a
y'all,
swap meet for musicians. Oh my
Sure.
God. Oh, okay.
You go ahead.
Yeah, the fire pit. It's no rules, that's for sure. Or clothes. It's really how you feel about it. I for one was clothed the whole time. Don't worry. But I mean, it's some of the best improv music you can get with all the musicians just hanging out around this massive fire, you know, passing around happy, passing around music. This is good. It's a great time. Oh my God, every night.
Singer-songwriters really get started is when the bands kind of
Huge
calm
influence.
down, and a lot of them are playing, you know, 3, 4 in the morning. So it's good stuff.
Or sometimes until the sun comes up and still going.
We are Friday afternoon. We're also going to back up our good buddy, the local cowboy around this area, Robbie Elkins. And we're going to back him up on a few of
Shout out
his
to him. Great guy.
outlaw country songs, and he's got his thing going, and I'm trying to help him out. It's called Blind Ambition. So he's a really great singer-songwriter. Yep. We, at these days, we're pretty much keep everything to the Instagram, Facebook. I think we're going with a TikTok soon once we get some songs recorded and all the, you know, kind of stuff. But we keep that all very updated. You can also follow Fat Baby on all platforms. For everybody fangirling out there, I know he's been getting a lot of love lately. So we barely got his head in the room today.
This is a big head, you feel me?
But no, we're excited to get all of his songs out there, and we're just getting started co-writing and mixing it with kind of the shakedown groove. So we kind of seem like little kids just getting started these days, you know.
Yeah, man, you can check me and Kyle. We do a podcast every Monday, live at the Grill and Grocery. Carl and Tina, two great people who support music in Harrisburg. It's called Can We Be Friends? Friends is spelled with a PH because we're all out of F's to give.
And I went to pedal, so it's kind of acceptable.
But man, yeah, that little podcast, man, we bring on a local musician every week, talk to them. We jam some of their songs. They jam with some of our songs that we wrote. It's a good time, man. It's real laid back, you know. It's probably the most unprofessional podcast in the world, but it's
On purpose.
yeah. It's a good time, you know. So, Kyle, what you want to say about the podcast?
Man, I don't know why they keep letting me come on. It's every single one we've done so far has been completely dramatically different from the last, but it's all like the bad quality. It's getting better quality, but as far as the format goes, it's
The guest quality has been killer, though. They had some great musicians,
absolutely. The guest
songwriters.
quality, like man, I can't say it 1,000 times if I say it 1,000,000. Like the people that we have come on, the people that we have had that want to be a part of our Can We Be Friends, just to help push musicians, help like blast their music, get the name out there, upcoming shows. It's always a great time.
I'm Lynlee Walters. I'm from seminary. I am 24 years old. Went to JCJC in Ellisville, majored in journalism, then ended up at the University of Southern Mississippi, which brought me to Hattiesburg. I was a video arts major, so I got involved in the MEA program. I have always known that I loved music, and I've always known that Hattiesburg has one of the most wicked music scenes in the state and maybe the nation. So yeah, I am the owner of BLO Music Collective. It's a really cool little thing that I started in April of this year. So little backstory about that. It's about to get deep, a little heavy. Freshman year of high school, I lost one of my really good friends to mental health, and yeah, we enjoyed music a lot together, and we enjoyed playing music together, and that was what our friendship, the foundation of our whole entire friendship was, and revolved around music. So after I lost him, I really started becoming at a young age an advocate for mental health and suicide prevention. And as I got older, we ended up losing more people to it, and so yeah, I've lost way too many friends. And me and my friends, we hated saying be happy. Like whenever somebody would come up to us and we were stressed out or sad or anything like that, we hated when somebody told us just to be happy. So we started saying be yellow. And if you can be anything, just be sunshine and just radiate that yellow aura that people like to see and people like to feel. And so yeah, that's how I started the collective, and that's what Be Yellow means, like it's to just be happy. And through the collective, we use our music and our sound to raise awareness for mental health and suicide prevention in hopes that anybody that hears us or hears our story will know that they're not alone and that it's okay to not be okay in every single day, but also that being sad is bad. You don't want to be sad all the time. Just find the light in anything that you can do. And music saved all of our lives. So yeah, that's why I started it. That's why we're doing it. And that's why we are where we are. And I think we've brought a lot of light into this world. I mean, it's been a gnarly past couple of months just in the year with just life in general and everything that's happening. So yeah, just knowing that our music, at least in Hattiesburg, is making people smile and feel good about themselves and good about the world for at least an hour or 3 is awesome. There are 11 artists on the collective. We're growing each and every day. A lot of them are my really, really, really close friends, and every single one of those artists all have the same mindset that I do, which is why, well, I was really picky when I started it on who I was going to put on the collective, because if you're doing music just to get up there and make money or chase fame or anything like that, you've lost what you started doing music for at the very beginning when you were a little kid. And like I said, we all together, the whole team and every artist on there, music saved our lives in some way. And so yeah, whenever I asked them, hey, would you like to be a part of this, I needed to know that they were 100% into what the mission was and understood what that mission was, and that was mental health and suicide prevention. So Allison Puckett and Chris Puckett, I feel like those are my music mom and dads, but without the playing and without the instruments and the singing, because I don't know if any of us can sing or play. I met Allison because we both talent buy for different venues in Hattiesburg. So yeah, we started out just talking about that, and then I told her my idea for the collective, and she was like one of my biggest supporters from the jump. Like, as soon as I told her that, she was like, oh my God, yes, do that, and let me know if I can help you in any way. And now it's become like, it's a friendship. It's like she's family to me, and I mean, she's like my mom, you know, my music mom, or whatever you want to call it. And Chris is the same way. He's been so supportive as well. And Homegrown Revival, that whole team, Miss Linda Bass and everybody that's involved in that, they've been super supportive. And so yeah, we with Homegrown, like I said, like you can't just do music just to do music. There has to be something with anything in life that like motivates you to do it. And Homegrown, knowing what my collective stands for, we decided to work together and use Homegrown Revival and the revival in general as a way to promote mental health and suicide prevention. And so this October, buy your tickets. We hope that over those 4 days that everybody just feels good, and you know, there's a understood, what's the word? Everybody just comes out and has fun, and like feels good for a second. Also, like anybody that's struggling feels good for just that weekend, even if it's just that weekend. And in the future, I don't know, who knows? We might make it bigger and better. We might start doing every quarter shows and small mini festivals that lead up to the big festivals that they have in the spring and the fall. That's what I hope. I mean, I would love to continue working with them for the rest of my life, and until I can't or physically can't. That's what I hope to do. I hope to see this put Hattiesburg on the map, and people come from all over to come see our musicians, because they're great. They're awesome. Like, I don't think they even themselves understand how awesome they actually are. And it's so many different types of sounds. Like, you can hear any type of music you want any day of the week at any venue in Hattiesburg. And that's something that I'm happy to be a part of, and that I hope Allison and Chris, I know they're happy to be a part of. So I'm just glad we can support each other and we can support the local musicians. You can follow us on Instagram or Facebook at BLO Music Collective, where you will see all of our artists and where they're playing and all of our upcoming events. And Homegrown Revival being one. We have Royal Horses will be on that lineup. They are on that lineup. And along with several great other artists. I'm so excited for the Iceman special. I get to see them at Homegrown, and then I get to go to Halloween and see them again. So that's awesome. But yeah, follow us, like our stuff, share our stuff. It's super important for everybody to do that. It's important to me. It's important to the artists. And it just it helps the community overall, collaboration over competition. Allison's going to say it probably when she gets up here and starts talking, but it's important. It is so important. Screw the competition. We're all trying to build Hattiesburg up anyway. Why not do it together? You know, you can go faster alone, but you can go further with people. That's my motto. I don't care to do fast, because fast usually ends up, ugh. So yeah, if I can go further, that's where I'm trying to get. If you're struggling or you know someone who is struggling, it's okay to ask for help. Just like I had said previously, it's okay to not be okay. Or if you don't want to ask for help, do like I do and put on your favorite song, listen to your favorite artist, do something that makes you feel good, be yellow and stay yellow, and tell somebody you love them, because that's really important.
We're live. Okay. Hey, we're Organized Grime. We're a band from Hattiesburg, and we are 5 members. Hattiesburg is in Mississippi, the state of Mississippi. So I guess we'll start by introducing ourselves. My name is Matt Butzloff, and I play one of the 2 guitars in the band.
Yeah. My name's Dell. I play keys of various sorts and sundries. It's not how you use that word, but
Sundry times and diverse manners. My name is John Mark Odom, and I also, with Matt, play guitar in Organized Grime.
My name is Davis Townsend, and I play drums in The Organized Grime.
And I'm Mark Hike, and I play the bass.
Organized Grime started with Matt and myself getting together and on acoustic guitars originally, just for what we wanted to be kind of just a chill, covers-oriented thing to play around town. And then we realized we had something really good going together. Said, well, we can't keep this just between us. So we brought in, he plays in another band with Mark. And then I said, well, I know a drummer. We brought in Davis. And then we had that going for about a year. Almost a year, probably, I would say, before Dell was busy with another band at the time, and then that band dissolved, and he was free, and so we snatched up Dell from the draft, the Hattiesburg Musicians draft that they had, and he was our first round pick. We traded for him, and so we got Dell, and we have been going strong ever since.
we're all very independent travelers. Nobody likes to ride together. I like to ride with a group of people, but nobody else wants to do that. Everybody's kind of a control freak, so they do their own thing. But in terms of Homegrown Revival, we have played every single one, I think, right? And it kind of coincided almost with the final formation of the band as a 5-piece once I joined. And I don't remember how...
We played a show at Nick's. We played a show at the Nick's Ice House, rest in peace. And the Pucketts were there and saw us and loved us and kept asking us to play. And the pandemic hit, and finally things started opening up. They started the revival back, and they asked us to play the very first time, and we've been back every year since.
Yeah,
we always have a great showing.
They are a lot of reason why we've gotten known by anybody, really, because they liked what they heard and have kind of put us in front of people. And it's hard to convince people to give an instrumental band when they ask you what you do, and you're like, well, we're instrumental, and they think you're either a jam band or like jazz or something, and you're like, no, we're not really that. You can't really explain what your sound is. Getting people to give you a chance is tough. And so being at the revival puts you in front of an automatic crowd, and that's really gotten us kind of some, I guess, respect and love, and people have kind of latched on to what we do, and it's just an awesome experience out there. It's really, it feels like a family and small, and like everybody knows everybody, kind of, but the quality of the music is always extremely high. My coffee shop has served coffee and breakfast there, so I haven't camped out, but I've been at the festival from basically the early morning till late at night every day, and it's just awesome, chill. Davis can talk more about the camping because
I have camped out there.
I'm camping this year. It's been a dream of mine.
It's the best time, best food, family, just friends everywhere, best music. It's such a great time. I really appreciate Chris and Allison. They're family to me. I love them so much, and we'll always be there. It's like, fall and spring. Like, it's what we do, and we look forward to it every year. for sure. As a band and as a, as myself, as someone who likes to have fun and party.
Facebook, Organized Grime. I think the only other Organized Grime is like it's like a San Diego hip hop DJ collective. So if you look and see them and it's not us. Yeah, we're the same thing, but in Hattiesburg. So we're on Facebook, not MySpace. I was about to say we're on Zanga, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. We're on everything, and Spotify. Yeah, all our music everywhere. Anywhere you get music, Organized Grime can be found on there.
So and then, So I'll mention the Bandcamp. If you go to bandcamp.com and look up our band Organized Grime, we have a really cool page there, so you can buy our music from that page. And also we have merch there, so you can buy T-shirts and stickers.
Yep.
And I think you can buy music and like a package or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bonus tracks.
Yeah.
Things.
Yeah.
Things we can't talk about.
You can buy Dell's package. Also, you can buy a package for the band. So, just to clarify.
I want to just promote the Homegrown pre-party, Homegrown Revival pre-party that we just announced today that Allison and Chirs just can't get enough. They're mad people when it comes to like music and hosting things. They love to have a good time to make Hattiesburg a music hub. And so right here at the Switchyard, new venue, new bar that just opened up downtown next to SoPro. It's killer. Check it out.
Mobile Street.
309 Mobile Street. It's going to be October 19th, the day before Homegrown starts. It's a free show.
Wednesday.
We're going to be playing. We're hoping to have some visual element by Lynlee of Be Yellow Collective. Is going to come and do a visual part of the show, and it should be a really good time. So, come out, support that, and wish Virginia a happy birthday, too.
And then the night we're playing before the Iceman Special from New Orleans, who's a band that we really look up to and admire, and their sound is kind of analogous to ours. It's kind of right there, kind of with what we do. So it's perfect, and we're very much looking forward to it. More than any revival, I think this is the one we're most looking forward to. This is the one we're most pumped for so far, so it's going to be the best.
So we haven't ever talked about it. Many of us write music outside or are involved in other projects that have singers or write music with lyrics. And I think the general unspoken consensus is that we're intentionally non-lyrical, and we're trying to keep it that way within members of the band. Members of the band can sing. I think everybody in this band has a pretty decent voice. And we have guest artists, guest singers come, and we've talked about doing some collaborations where we have like a guest come and add lyrics to some of our songs, but and we'll do harmonies with them and stuff. But I think within the band itself, as far as right now, I think it's our shtick, it's our thing. It's what we're intentionally instrumental, and we want to keep it that way. Yeah.
I've always wanted to be in an instrumental band because I feel that as far as like getting your message across musically to people, that lyrics are one boundary and then the music is another. A lot of people talk about the music they listen to and they're like, well, I don't like the music but I like the lyrics, or I don't like the lyrics but I like the music. And so to me, I've always thought the most pure form of musical intention was just straight music without lyrics, whether that be old instrumental jazz or, whatever. And so I love being in an instrumental band, and I love having a guest vocalist, like we're going to have in Laurel in a few weeks come up. But I truly enjoy being in an instrumental band.
This is Ain't No Job.
nation. That's 'cause if it was, Shakedown would be winning. Go ahead, tell your homeboy there where's the blender. He can say what he wants, ain't no fucking get me. 'Cause ain't nobody trying to work no job where we ain't getting paid a lot. It ain't a lie, but what we got, so come out here and you might get shot. I said ain't nobody trying to work no job where we ain't getting paid a lot. It ain't a lie, but what we got, so far around here and you might get shot. 1, 2, ready, go. Ain't nobody trying to work no job where we ain't getting paid a lot. It ain't a lie, but it's what we got. So go around here and you might get shot.
Been doing good. Thanks for having us back.
Do I have to talk in the microphone?
We're already doing the thing, right?
Thank you. We're excited to be back.
Absolutely. Yes, there's another revival coming up. It's going to be in October 20th through 22nd. And the few bands that have played here tonight are going to be there as well. And it's the biggest production we've had so far. It's going to be exceptional.
We have a new lighting.
We're excited about the lighting.
Yep. Lighting company. And we have some different bands, which will be fun.
Everybody wants something different all the time. This is number 5. This is 2 years complete. Like, we do it twice a year, March, and the first one we did was in November. So this will be our 5th one within 2 years.
We do have, for the first time, we're doing a philanthropic, like, what would you say, BLO?
No, we're gathering
We're giving
with
back.
BLO and trying to create awareness for mental health issues, especially amongst musicians. It's been a rough couple years. What Lynlee's doing is pretty great with trying to give back for all that.
Are you guys going to make it to a campfire jam this year?
Because we haven't
For a
made it,
few
is that
moments.
what you're saying?
I went
We have
once,
not.
one time, but that's where it's at. I keep hearing I'll make it. I'm usually exhausted by.
You made it, right?
By the last band.
Mandy and Scott. Right.
It was the greatest music ever.
We have heard that's where it's at. I think we just get so tired.
Yeah, when you're working all day and then you finally get a break, you're like, I'm done. I have to be up at 11 o'clock in the morning to do it again. So
We also have had like some people like the Switchard and Louie like helping out. We're doing a pre-party on Wednesday before the revival. The community has like really stepped up, don't you think?
absolutely. Some of the key sponsors, of course, are like Keg and Barrel and Grove Transit, who's going to be taking people to and from the place, and to get your car on Sunday if you want. So we're trying to make it as accessible as possible. So far, it's been the best response we've had, so we're very excited about it. Yes, the sponsorships have really helped. The people that are donating food and beverages and showing up to vend and all of the things that make a festival fun. But
I feel like you guys
mostly about the music.
You guys probably know, like, it gets a little bit not easier, but kind of every time you go.
So tickets, tickets.
They are absolutely available.
FreshTix.com.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know any of that kind of stuff. But yes, it's on FreshTix.
Will y'all turn anybody away?
Well, we're still trying to keep it responsible, and we really don't want too many people out there. So if it does become that way, we will have to. But we're hoping that it's still available for everybody.
We have not
this
had
time.
to turn anybody away so far. We're trying to cap it at 300.
Well, actually about 400, but
Yeah.
including all the volunteers who really show up and do all kinds of stuff, and the musicians who, many of them like to hang out for the whole weekend, and we encourage that. And all
Which
the
is why we need
attendees
to go to
bring
the
their
late
own
night fire
instruments and rock it out. Don't bring your dog or glass.
And we will have food vending.
Lots of food vending.
Right. No, we're just very grateful for.
No, thanks for you guys, Red Radio Productions.
And happy birthday.
And the bands that showed up today to play, Organized Grime and Mississippi Shakedown. Mississippi Shakedown has been part of this since the beginning. I think they have some new members now, so we're excited about to see what's going to happen with that. And we're still trying to keep it as local as possible. And we're expanding as we go, seeing how it works.
Hi, I'm Linda Bass, and I'm the volunteer coordinator for Homegrown Revival. And I've been working with the Revival. This is our 5th one in the past 2 calendar years. And I volunteered for the first one and then became the coordinator.
Hello, I'm Kevin Myers. I'm just a volunteer at the Revival and have a lot of fun.
A typical day involves getting up at the crack of dawn and setting up all the stuff at the registration desk, the check-in, and then the volunteers, if anybody comes on site, then they'll take their money and get their pass, and then we check in people that have already prepaid. We also have people who volunteer in the green room to make sure that the food and beverages are out for the bands and that they're taken care of. We have a kids area that we have people volunteering at, and this year, for the first time, we're having a homegrown kitchen, so we will have some volunteers working in there also. At first, it was just friends, and then people that have come before, and maybe times were hard, they couldn't afford a ticket, and they might have asked, what can I do? Can I be a volunteer? Our volunteers do get their 3-day pass to the Revival, and they get a volunteer t-shirt, and this year we're actually giving them a meal each day, so it's and a poster, so it's a nice little package if somebody wants to volunteer. And don't let Kevin fool you, he's actually our MVV, our most valuable volunteer. Is there anything you want to add?
I just do whatever the crazy ladies tell me to do.
I camped one time in a camper, and then I camped in a tent, and I got bit by a spider in a precarious spot, and therefore that ended my camping. So, no, I do not camp, but Kevin's fortunate enough that he has a camper every year. Sure. We're super excited about the musical lineup this year, as well as all of our vendors. Some are returning. We have some new ones. We're excited about the Revival Kitchen. We'll also have food vendors there also each day in addition. And it's a great time. Bring your family, bring your friends, and come out and see us. Did you want to say something?
It's a lot of fun. Come on down to Elks Music Park for the Revival.
One in my shoulder, that ain't enough for me to get sober. They say, boy, you must not care about life, but like my daddy, I'm too mean to die. 'Cause everyone has lost their fucking mind, and nobody realizes they gonna die. Except for me, but I'm good as gone. There's every fucking thing I do is wrong. And I'm all fucked up in the head. Hell, I'm probably better off dead. Started going through withdrawals, but thank God the doctor gave me fentanyl. In between my toes is feeling tender, and I done lost friends that I'll never remember. 'Cause everyone has lost their fucking mind, and nobody realizes they gonna die. Except for me, but I'm good as gone. 'Cause every fucking thing I do is wrong. I'm fucking mind. And nobody realizes they gonna die.